Hi. I would like to introduce you to Cesar Rovel, that you can see on the screen. He is the editor of the Relógios and Relógios website, which is the most important website in Portuguese language for horlogerie watches, so to speak. Okay.
Thank you.
So he'll be conducting the interview with you today, and I will make some other questions as well. And Carlo, I think Carlo is parking his car somewhere else to be able to talk to us. Yes.
I stop now. I stop.
Carlo is always driving. We don't know where he's driving. In the short.
You wanna see my legs?
Okay, so Cesar, you can say a few words about the website and Instagram that you have.
At first, it's a pleasure to meet you, even if it's only virtually. My name is Cesar Rovel. I'm the founder of the Brazilian website Relógios Relógios. We started in 2006, and we have been covering the events in Switzerland, the main salons, Baselworld and the SIHH, now Watches and Wonders, since 2007. We also do the coverage of CR in Mexico and other watchmaking clubs like Cartier Fine Watchmaking Club and Montblanc 4810 clubs. They are clubs for journalists specialized in media, in watchmaking, of course. And then we have been partnering with Carlos since our very beginning. And of course, we love about the history of Gerald Genta and his brand, Gerald Charles. And we are very curious about the brand. Many people are asking us about the Gerald Charles watches. They would like to know the history of the brand and his development. So we have some questions for you. And the first one, we kindly ask you to tell us something about what happened to the Gerald Charles brand after the passing of its legendary founder, and how did you and your family become involved with it?
Yeah, so I need to give you a bit of historical background. Gerald founded the Maison Gerald Charles in 2000, okay?
Yeah.
And in 2001, they launched their first collection that was called Renaissance, no? Because it was the renaissance of Gerald, no? After dedicating some years to painting and after selling his first brand, Gerald Genta, to other groups, he then founded Gerald Charles. He then came to my family and in general in the person of my uncle, Gianpaolo, that Mr. Carlo Naldi also knows, and they were working together, and some other partners, including partners from Asia, etc., Middle East, etc. And they asked for commercial help, not to develop the brand, no, because Gerald was a designer, of course, was not a commercial or a manager. And after a little bit of introduction, in 2003.
It's frozen.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. For me, from my side, it's good.
For me, it's okay.
Hello? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can see you now. You were saying 2003, and then it was frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying in 2003. Sold then everything about the company and some other investors. So the family, they went out of the Gerald Charles company, and Gerald remained as a designer, no, as he did for other brands. Now, you know, he designed for other brands as well. So he remained as a designer for Gerald Charles until 2011. So from 2003 to 2011, he was not anymore owning the company, but he was designing for the company many of exclusive designs, and he produced really so many watches and so many for the brand. He really felt that the brand was, of course, was bearing his name, so he had a special connection, no? And so he was going around in fairs for the brand and stuff, but he was, if you want, an employee, a designer of the brand. Then, in 2011, after him passing away and leaving an area company of 7 people that involved tailors, they started to manufacture. Can you hear me?
Yeah, the connection seems to be a bit slow, but yeah, we can hear now.
Yeah. Okay. And then in 2011, the company continued to produce watches, but mainly bespoke timepieces on demand, based on the original Gerald Charles design that were left. So, for example, very famous people, very famous individual that have always been in the clientele of our maison were asking if I can purchase these, if I can have the customization of that, if I can put some gemstones there, if you can make me a special watch on this original design and stuff. And so this was the way the brand was really going through, in a very niche and very highly priced watches. Average price was like 30,000 plus, very niche. Then, if we want to say 4 years ago, more or less, we started with some colleagues and myself, of course, to get more involved, as the family that was owning the company, get more involved into the company, and also to contribute with our vision. And in these 4 years, we worked on a transition of the brand from very niche, very exclusive, very high-priced, very collecting, very small, highly priced pieces, to a more sporty, if you want, side, And this was the Maestro anniversary that took some years of research to come out, because the case, for example, the Maestro case, that some people said was inspired from an architectural monument in Rome. We are not sure. I don't have this news, but I know that some people say that. Was never done in steel. It was always done in gold, for example, or in materials that were easier to forge. So forging these very round, if you see, there is no straight angle in here. There is no straight angle. Everything is really curved. And this was very complex and very difficult, but we wanted to come out with a steel sporty watch with rubber strap. So if you can see here, you see the rubber strap, the steel, they're all parts that were merged together in the present from the original designs of Gerald.
Okay. It's a very, very nice watch. It's great to see it in your wrist, yeah. And tell us something about the Maestro anniversary model and about its philanthropic purposes.
Sorry?
About this watch, the specific watch, the Maestro anniversary, and its philanthropic purposes. Because I know you are destinating 30% of the revenues to philanthropic purposes.
Yeah, the donation for the COVID fund, yes.
Absolutely. We were one of the first to do this. Probably in the watchmaking, we were the first to get in touch with the Swiss Philanthropy Foundation, based in Geneva, that founded the COVID Solidarity Response Fund. Very open to talk with us. We really looked for them. We really researched, our people researched a way to donate that was a way to donate globally. No, we could have donated to the hospital of Geneva. We could have donated to the hospital of Milan. We could have not. No. What we decided is really to represent our brand that has a global reach. Our clients come from everywhere in the world. We really wanted to participate, to help in charity, but with an offering that was in line with our clientele, no? So the people donating, they would have known that they would have donated also something to their own local communities. And this was the choice for the Swiss Philanthropy Foundation.
Congratulations for that. And some people say that the Maestro anniversary lacks a mechanism worthy of a Gerald Genta design. Why did you choose a so proud movement for the Maestro anniversary?
So we did a long research about the movement. If you check also, we don't want to talk about other brands, but the watches that Gerald designed, the simple, the basic ones that he made also under his own brand, him himself, even since the beginning, he was collaborating with Manufacture Soprod. Since 2003, we have in our archive movements that were developed with them. The choice for the big date
Hello?
this is the style. Hello?
Can you say again, because I think it was frozen again. Yeah.
I'll try opening the door, maybe it connects better to the Wi-Fi.
Okay, okay.
So I was saying, we really wanted to valorize the smile shape at 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, there is a smile that is the smile of the designer, no? That is finding back his happiness in designing. And this smile needs to be filled with something. And that's why we could have filled it with the petit second, or the small seconds, or with a big date at 6 o'clock. And Soprod was the maison that in the quickest time and with the best performance, it could give us this very good movement, also to maintain the thickness, because the big date is a complication. I want really to remind you that movements with the big date, they are thicker than normal. And we really didn't want to modify the original design of this case, so making it larger or deform it. So really we needed to follow the design at 100%.
At the end, the Soprod movement was the one that best fit the case and the design.
I lost you. I think it froze.
So at the end, this movement, the Soprod movement, was the one that best fitted the case and the general design of the watch.
Hello?
Hello?
I lost.
Yeah, yeah.
I lost again.
Could you hear my question?
Yeah.
So at the end, I was telling you that at the end, this movement was the best one that that fitted best the general design and the dial of the watch.
Yes, yes, for sure. This was a design-driven choice and also a resistance-driven choice, because we all know that the manufacturer Soprod makes very resistant movements, and this watch really wants to be versatile. We have clients that purchase the watch and ask, can I use it playing squash? No, we say, pay attention, pay attention. However, it is more resistant than others, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Now, yeah, and you were saying also, Federico, can you hear me? You were saying that the previous creations from Gerald Genta also use movements from Soprod, right?
For the Maison Gerald Charles, because this is all I know about the Maison Gerald Charles, when he was still alive, he was collaborating already with Manufacture Soprod, because they're very open to co-develop things together, and they're very responsive, and they were very happy with them. This doesn't mean that they will be, or they are the only provider, the only manufacturer that we use or that we will use, but we say that for this specific project, they were the better choice.
Okay, I see.
And do you have new designs and or inspirations for new models? Did Gerald leave any designs not produced yet for future models?
We have is an iconic case that is open to so many different designs, so many different customizations, so many different personalization. And really, the identity of the brand is now, for the moment, is the Maestro case. What will happen in the future can be everything. We will see what we will prefer to do, but for the moment, the Maestro case is our focus.
Okay.
I see. Just complementing what Cesar just said, and you answered, what will be future sources of inspiration for Gerald Charles brand? I mean, what do you think as new, we're going to be more complications, as you said, or different designs? What are the, ideas that will come up in the future, like directions for the brand in the future?
So the most important thing to say that the brand is aiming higher and higher every day. We have a team of designers. We have a team of engineers. We have a team of people that are really committing every day to go on. So we have a great heritage, but we are not sitting on it only, no? So we have new, fresh ideas in the respect and in the maximum valorization of the heritage, no? Because it is a great responsibility to put the hands on such a marvelous heritage, and we have the competent people that are working onto it. So playing with materials, playing with movements, playing with dials, playing to make the watches versatile, easy to wear, and extremely resistant.
Currently, do you have ambassadors for the brand?
We have ambassadors for the brand. Our best ambassadors are our clients. We were very happy to see that many clients that purchased the anniversary watch ended up to make posts, to make reviews, to talk with friends, to bring us new clients. And everybody said, as soon as I got it, I tried it on, it was much better than when I saw it online. And already online, I was willing to pay $10,000 to buy it.
How has been the response when you have it online with the campaign for the, the COVID fund that you mentioned? How are people responding to that initiative?
I have to say that our main concern is not how people respond, but is to donate the largest amount possible for this initiative.
Okay, good. And you've been successful in making a donation, which is very good at this moment. Yes, that's very good. And Cesar, you have a question also about the Brazilian readers, or?
At first, what are the main markets for the brand currently?
This is a very interesting question because our markets are globally, really. Reaching online, we have started before the COVID. So this watch was launched just in January, 2020. So 2 months after the COVID lockdown, in a very short period of time, we managed to have all these new retailers that you can see on the website. But this is not necessary, meaning that we just focus on those markets. We sold watches in the Far East. We sold watches in the United States. We have clients really from everywhere. It's not about geography, it's about culture, I think, and personality.
How many pieces of the Maestro anniversary are still available?
So I don't have the exact count of this because my side is the business development, and I'm not the one that is counting the stock. I know that during in the beginning, before the COVID, we had a very good response. Then the first 2 months, let's say 1.5 months of COVID pandemic, when everybody was locked down, of course, pessimism was navigating everywhere. We never stopped. We kept communicating, we kept living, we kept taking initiatives and stuff. But of course, it was very quiet. And now it's picking up in a very good way. And many people are asking for information, for details. And the really interesting thing is that most people, they don't ask, where can I try it, no? Most people say, I like it. What's the return policy? Okay, I have 15 days to return it. Great, let me order it, and then I'll see. And we didn't have a single return.
Good.
Good.
And would you like to send a message to Brazil and to Relógios Relógios readers?
I don't know, but I want to thank them, first of all, for the interest, because I gave many information that you only have. So we didn't go asking everyone, please, can you publish us? Please, can you publish us? We are not running after press. We are doing our communications. And if somebody is interested to know more, we are here open. So thank you for being interested.
Good.
You're welcome. And thank you for your time.
Yeah, and Carlo, are you there, Carlo? Yeah, can you hear us? Yeah, Carlo, please
Sorry,
say
now,
a few.
now.
Yeah, yeah. Please, Carlo, say a few words about the brand that you know also so well, and you know, say a little bit about Gerald Charles and your opinions and thoughts.
Yes.
Too. Please share.
Yeah, it was for me a big privilege to work together with Gianpaolo Ziviani, the uncle of Federico. He's a nice friend, he's a beautiful person, as Federico is. And I had the privilege also to work together with Mr. Genta for a long time, on many projects. I take out from my library, my small museum, some I think interesting things. For example, this is the invitation of the Gerald Charles exhibition in 2006, and
Wow.
it was into the actual Hyperion Hotel, where I have made for 11 years the Swiss Creative Lab. It's interesting because there is all the design made by Mr. Genta, and also here we see the box, one of the box I have produced and created together with Mr. Genta. We had a beautiful relationship. We talked for hours and hours about the colors, about the materials. He was a beautiful person, and was a really big privilege for me to work with them. I'm very proud to have this chance through Gerald Charles brand. I want to show you also something other. I bring with me one of the box I've created with for Mr. Gent, for the brand Gerald Charles. And this is a box with four, sorry, I hope you can see.
Yeah.
4 watches. It was created with a beautiful pastel baby colors, and was created, if I don't say wrong, for Thailand, with 4 different watches that need to fit inside. And this was one of the creations.
You know why there were 4 watches? Because there were one per season, the 4 seasons.
Yes, I do the line for 4 watches, and then I do also for 12. For 12 with the 12 colors. Yes, it was
and
very nice.
One for each season. It's very nice. And which model was going into that box, Federico?
I will show you. I think I have into this book. Let me see.
How this continued, but it was made in colorful. So we have many models that were introduced that they were then discontinued, really to focus on one single entity.
Yeah.
But also for the future, everything can be reintroduced, everything can be improved, like a remaster.
I think it was the Star Lady model. It's a model designed in 2003, and Mr. Genta make this one in different dials, different color, different stone, and all the stone, all the color was connected with the colors for Thailand. And here is a very it's a very nice picture.
Yeah,
With,
yeah.
it's me, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Genta,
Wow.
and watchmaker, Mr. Gerald Genta's story. And this book was made. I hope you can see. Yeah, was made for to explain a little bit all the heart and know-how of Mr. Genta. There is also the iconic, famous brands that Mr. Genta created the design, and then after there is different models special made for customer, and I'm very proud because this was signed directly by Mr. Genta
Wow.
pour Carlo, not Carlos, Carlo, avec toute mon amitié, Gerald Genta in 2004. Yeah, and this belongs a little bit to my collection in my library, and also I find also interesting the price listing of all the models of Gerald Charles in 2006, and I see also here this is an interesting point, as Federico say, that now the Maestro watch is new made in steel, and I think is absolutely a right action for this model. And here I have the Tourbillon Maestro from the price list in 2006. Was only the Tourbillon. Was a three kind of tourbillon, 43 millimeter case, and was in white gold, in pink gold, and in platinum. Was the three version, the only three version I have in this price list of 2006 with the Maestro. And we can also say the people that will have the privilege to have an anniversary Maestro watch can say that this watch in 2006 was made only as tourbillon. Yeah, this is
okay. Yeah.
small, I think, historical, interesting point connected, okay, with my person, but also connected with the history of the brand and the history of Mr. Genta, that is really a legendary watchmaker.
With Carlo, we want to say that this anniversary looks like a bargain, because this is only the market that can speak about it. But we can really say that there are 252 pieces. There were pieces, and then this was it. So it doesn't come, this dial in blue, it will never come any time in the history. So this is really that celebrates the 20th anniversary, that celebrates a little bit of a change, in the area. And especially a change that is not only in the product, but is also historically in the meaning of the sale and the communication online. And what we're living now in this situation is speeding up again this change. So I believe that this watch for the 2020, also easy to remember date, will really remain in the history of watch collecting.
Yeah, and I see, Federico, that by having a steel case, a rubber band, you are also thinking about a younger customer base, also some people that are new to the, watches. So in general, I think.
I have to tell you something. We sold this watch really cross generation. We sold it to some art gallerists, 65 years old, successful. We sold it to young people, 30 years old, very successful people as well. So it's really a watch that is purchased by people with personality, I think.
I see. Well, and another thing is, if you can use that email address that I send you the invitation, and send some of the new photos that you have, that material that you want to be published, please send to us what you think is the most appropriated images for publishing in the article. And another thing is, we also, for your information, we'll be doing the article not only in our language, Portuguese, but also in English. So you'll be able to share with everyone, around the world, the article about Gerald Charles, the brand, and the interview with you. So that's I thank you, and Carlo and Federico have some other words to conclude, please feel free.
Carlo, please.
From my side, I thank you very much for your work, for your passion about the history of the watchmaking, and we are very proud to still be into this legendary world of Mr. Genta, thanks to the Gerald Charles brand.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I also want to thank everyone. Thank you again for the interest. I'm available if there is any questions. What is very important is that we have a strong brand that is easy to use, not chunky, simple. Now, if you want a little bit understatement, for your pleasure of the friends, is not necessary for some other, motivations. It's really simple because you like it, because you love it, and because it's comfortable, really comfortable. I would really like you to try it because you will tell me I cannot remove it.
Yeah. No, and personally, Federico, I really like the design. I have not seen it in person. I hope to see it in person soon, but it really looks very nice. And, there is all this history of the brand, and I think it's in the best possible hands now, going to the future of the brand with you. Okay. So
thank you,
Carlo. Thank you, Cesar.
Thank you, Federico. Thank you, Carlo.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Federico.
Have a nice,
thank you, Cesar.